Peace, family. So, I want to talk about addicts, the word addict. So, feeling good, everybody want to feel good. And when you find something that helps you feel good, even if it's temporary or anything, you're going to get addicted to. So, a lot of times in the black community, we had got addicted to, escaping because the reality that we living in, we know this is not our reality. This is not our truth. So a lot of parents back in the day might got addicted to, the prescription drugs that they made and, fucked up their minds, crack all these different chemicals to alter the state of, temporary feeling good. So now you're addicted, you keep pushing off everyone around. A lot of times people get addicted to alcohol temporary, cigarettes, everything to keep you in a lower state. But now think about if really in our communities, if we was, doing things that made us feel good, but also keeping us feeling good. It's not a temporary, it's a permanent effect. Think about if, mushrooms are only from nature. They can only bring balance to you. The only reason why people are afraid of mushrooms are because of the stories that have been told about mushrooms. But literally, the only reason, they're called bad to people because of the trips people say are bad. In reality, bad is only good. It's only showing you things that you may have not been able to see clearly or understand clearly because of your thought process. So, say if a person like myself was able to explain to you that there are so many different strands of mushrooms that helps activate the mind. Life is all about the mind. Without the brain, you cannot operate. You can't do anything without the brain. And when the brain is out of order, the soul is out of order because you're only able to listen to everything else around you but not listening to yourself. Yourself is the guide. Yourself is helping you do what your mission here on this earth. So you have to be connected to your mind, but many of us are not connected to our minds. So we are we want to be connected to our minds, so that's why we escape. People get hooked on different things to escape and be in a different reality, but mushrooms actually help you see the reality that we're in right now and more. And that's why people get afraid, because they're like, whoa, what the fuck? The shit can be intense, especially if a lot of times people drink, they not detoxing. That's even more important. Like, that's why I can microdose daily and just be at a super high vibration, because I've cleansed so much stuff out. And even when I wasn't like completely raw, I still was eating healthier and allowing, myself to have a beautiful trip of vibration of love. So even before you do mushrooms, you want to fast with fruits, because mushrooms are coming from this earth, just like fruits are coming from this earth. And all the fruits from this earth have different properties to heal your body, just the same as mushrooms. So, weed as well. Weed has different properties. A lot of people, they try to escape from their issues with that herb, and not realizing that these herbs are here to help us be on a higher realm of relaxing, being at peace, and seeing things clear. So I tell people today, don't be mad at your parents or anyone in your life that was trying to escape this reality, because we knew that this is not the way we're supposed to be living. Nature provides us with everything. So now that we know, we can only do things differently. We can start detoxing more, cutting off items that does not bring healing to the mind, and doing things that's bringing healing to the mind. Also, is very important. When you first do a mushroom trip, you want to make sure you're outside, you're out in nature, that you have your incense going, and that you're just, you're allowing your mind to rest, because that's what mushrooms are doing. They're attacking the mind. And now it's like you're learning how to get healthier addictions, because at the end of the day, we are addicted to feeling good. Everybody wants to feel good. So when you are doing more things that's making you feeling good, you're going to get addicted to it, but in a positive way. So that would have been better if we had this in our community, so people, can get addicted to feeling good and doing the right things. And this is why we have to help our kids, so that they can see that, yes, yeah, you can feel good. You don't have to do all this other stuff to feel good. We have to bring it back to our communities, because right now the only thing kids know to feel good is, thinking sex. A lot of people get sex addictions, alcohol addictions, stuff like that. And that's even with myself growing up. If I was taught with, from the schools or just different TVs, because this is how we get programmed. We're programmed from from the TVs, from the movies, from everything. So we knew that, yes, you don't have to get addicted to these things to feel good. You can get addicted to yoga, or eating healthier, or meditating, or just doing things healthier to help your mind. Then a lot of these things would be avoided. But we had to see this to be where we at today. That's how we grow. It's like we had to go through each level of evolving to see all this stuff clear right now. So now it's like I am addicted to feeling good. I got addicted to detoxing in 2013, because I was not feeling good. I was putting food in my body that was making me feel sick. I was eating a lot of beef and pork at the time. I got up to 240 pounds after my son. I wasn't really taking care of my health mentally, but when I started detoxing with the 3-day juice cleanse, I seen how it made me feel. It made me feel good. So I kept detoxing, and I kept detoxing, and I was allowing my body to just reject everything for me, even the energies. That a lot of times we have low self-esteem, just a lot of things. So detoxing helps you get connected back to your feelings, like how you feel, how you want to feel. It's allowing yourself to get back into that pure balanced state. So 2013 to like 2016, I was only eating chicken, turkey, and seafood. And I detoxed beef and pork out my body, but I just still was seeing how every time I ate it, I felt different. My mind, my stomach, everything. I was like, wow, it's like you're seeing for yourself. And this is the journey of feeling good. Like, wow, when I actually detox my body and focus on me, I can see, what's going on. And that's just the same when you're fasting with different fruits. So when you're eating different fruits, you can see how the fruits is working for your body. You can see how the fruits is working for your mind. You can see what's going on. Like when you're fasting for 21 days, because, in church they teach people to fast, but we're not teaching people to, actually heal yourself during these fasting. We're just doing different things that's out of alignment. So when you're fasting for 21 days, you want to do a raw diet. Also start with a 3-day juice cleanse, 3-day alkaline juice cleanse with seeded fruits and alkaline herbs. And you want to do that, monthly. For the first week, you do for 3 days, no food, just drinking your juice. And after you finish fasting, you want to continue to keep eating healthier. And, keep doing this monthly, allowing your body to reject the items that, you know, for you at this time. And you're putting healthier foods back in your body. So you're doing a complete reprogram, a complete reset. You're allowing your mind and your brain cells to see, like, oh my God, this is how it feels to feel good. Not the other stuff. Like, a lot of times with food, we get addicted to the processed sugar, a lot of different items that's not really helping us feel better. It tastes good, but it's not helping us feel better or heal. So now that you're switching it up, you can actually heal now. You're addicted to just you So that's what the state I'm in. I'm addicted to myself. I used to be addicted to black and mild, sex, alcohol, vapes, everything you could think of that wasn't making me feel good. Now I'm addicted to sound healing, herbs, mushrooms, me feeling good, eating good, growing, everything of the nature of earth, just being one with myself, not worrying about any distractions, helping my son feel good because when I didn't know, my son didn't know. So I'm only doing what I think is right. And that's what everybody's doing, what we think is right. But, because we don't have that guidance, it's hard for us to really trust ourselves like we should. And now it's like, okay, we can. You got to listen to you because yourself is telling you everything that you need to do. Like I could tell people, how to do this and how to get their journey started, but your journey is all up to you. It's like it's powerful. It's like we're one, teaching each other how to bring balance to ourselves, how to awaken ourselves and see that all of us are powerful. Not just me, not just this black person, not just this white person, not this Mexican, not this, all of us. And a lot of times black people, we never knew who we were. We've been worshiping everybody else but not worshiping ourselves. We're worshiping the pastor but not worshiping ourselves. We're only listening to him. Think about if the pastor was telling us all of us is powerful and we should all come together and listen to each other and help each other. Everybody we would be building communities. We would be working together, having, 5, 6 people in our houses. We don't have to worry about bills. We are a family. We're growing together. We're taking care of the kids together. We're teaching together. We're doing a whole new path. People are not getting addicted to the chemical drugs. We're using, nature, mushrooms, love. And this is the vibration that we're getting back onto, because when our minds see this, it can only be that way when we see and we can able to talk about it and it's clear in our brains. We know that we're getting back to this vibration. So this is why, more people is starting to just relax more. It's not so much anger, because a lot of times we're angry because we want people to understand our message. And it's like we're not even trying to be mean, because a lot of times I did not, I just want people to see the truth. And sometimes the way it's coming out is like, ooh, when we understand people have been deeply programmed this way for their peace, just for their understanding. It's not like they don't want to know. Everybody wants to know. This is why people get so deep into Google and doing all this research, or going to school, like spending money on school. And you are the book. You literally are the book. They on movies. That's why I love movies, because they're teaching so much in movies. It's so many different movies. It's just showing us like our brain, and that the mind is everything. Like all this stuff is programming our minds. It's like our minds is plugged up to a drive and all of us is connected. Like when you see messages, you can be like, oh my goodness, this is to me, because in reality we're all thinking the same. All of us are like on different levels, and when we get on these levels and bring them all together, it's like, wow, we're seeing everything through different levels, through different dimensions, through different travels, different things. So even with time traveling, we're not changing things. We're giving thanks to things and just understand things clearly. Like we time travel in our mind when we're thinking about certain situations. But, because a lot of situations we have pushed to the side of not really trying to fix it, it's still in one standstill of in a lower state. So mushrooms, sound healing. Sound is frequency. Sound helps bring you back to a balanced state so that you can be on this healing journey and not allow any of these distractions to block you, because it's frequency. Everything is energy. Everything is frequency. And the frequency of sound is bringing all your, everything in just one. It's like, okay, I can think clear. I see things clear. So now that we know what's going on, we can only bring these back to our communities. We can only bring sound healing back, eating raw, growing, teaching, everything. That's what it's about. We got to rebuild the community with love. This has always been who we are. Our ancestors done everything to keep land, and things did not, it went the way it did just so we can see that this is not how we're supposed to treat people, how we're supposed to be. We're loving beings. We're here to love no matter what or who we are, what we did or this or what we look like. We all deserve true love. And everybody had to go through these cycles of feeling some type of way, of just seeing it, so we could get back in this higher vibration of love, of all gods and goddesses respecting each other and helping these powerful star seeds continue to keep changing and making this vibration of the world great. And every time we travel to different dimensions, we could just love each other and remember and keep going on. Now remember, this is a everyday journey. Every day you can only get deeper connected to yourself. This is feeling good. This is not escaping anymore. This is you in your mind. This is your reality now. When you find complete balance, and when you start taking mushrooms, start with the 1.5 and work your way up. A lot of people jump right into a 3.5 or 5 grams, and it's literally the most beautiful trip in the world. But it's only going to be beautiful because you're thinking positive. You're not saying you're scared. You're not allowing those vibrations in. You're ready to go forward completely. So I am proud of your journey. Don't allow fear or anything. Allow your emotions to be free. Fear wants to be free. Sadness want to be free. Love want to be free. Anger want to be free, because even though, like the show Emotions on Inside Out, it's a movie, Inside Out, where they talk about the emotions. And all of these emotions have feelings. And once they realize, like, oh, wow, I can control myself, everything goes back into a balanced state. So that is the goal. Those are our superheroes. That is our superpowers. Like this whole time, I wanted to be in a magician school. In reality, you are in a magician school. You are seeing how to control your magic, because a lot of times we have been operating in our dark energy, our dark magic. So dark magic is the loving, most powerful energy it is. But because with this dark energy, we only think we're supposed to be sad and depressed, which we're sad because we see how things could be, but we're grateful for everything. We're allowing our sadness to be sad, but we're allowing the love to come to sadness and the balance to come to sadness, so that nothing can take over sadness. And now you're just operating in that state. Or just like anger, you're able to control yourself. Like if somebody say something to you and now you're ready just to boom, eat them back up, just because of your reaction of not really having control over your emotions. And now you're in a state of feeling bad and wishing that you did not say that afterwards. Because if we knew how to control our emotions, allow our emotions to be free, and just understand that we understand what's going on. So I'm not going to hurt you because you hurt me. I'm going to send you love and peace and understanding at this moment. So my emotions won't take over me, because we understand our emotions, and we understand what will happen when we allow our emotions to explode. That's even with our kids. Our kids are just, older souls, and we want them to listen, but they can be like, no, like, you listen to me, which we should be listening to them as well, and they listen to us, and we're helping each other. We're finding new ways to do things with love and balance, and just, how the world got these kids and the foods that's affecting their minds, and putting them in this state of confusion. We're learning, like, okay, it's okay, even all this stuff is going on, it's teaching us right now. It's just teaching us to see that we got to do it differently. We got to feed our kids healthier. We're feeding ourselves healthier. We're doing things different with our kids. Like with my son, me and him, like, I'm a Pisces, he's a Gemini, and I'm a Gemini as well. So, and I know he got that Pisces in him too. So it's like, woo, woo. And, we learn in different ways to be able to communicate, and just being able, when you do something, we can work it out, but not being angry or holding on to any of this anger. Like, we allowing anger to be free. Yes, express yourself, but now it's time to bring a solution and a balance to this so we can keep doing it differently and we don't have to keep repeating these actions. We're allowing these actions to teach us but bring us balance, because we could be in a straight balance state. But yes, family, continue to keep rising daily, growing daily. Get addicted to you feeling good, addicted to nature, get addicted to sound healing, to just grounding, working on your chakras, because we talk about the seven chakras, but the chakras go deeper. It goes to Neo and to having all these supernatural powers, but we're working on it. I think about the movie Aladdin, how the guy wanted to be the most powerful person in the world, but you have to have control over your power. Because if you think that you got all this power now, you don't know what to do with it. It's intense. So we gotta learn. That's just what's going on. We're learning and growing. We had to grow even back then when we allowed people to manipulate, or just different situations that has happened. We had to see this even back then with the different parties and just all of this. So this is just a great stand where we're at right now. This is so beautiful and it's so powerful and strong. I give thanks.